Calling her a bitch.
Mind yourself, mate. Right, we've been patient with you, yeah? Now I'm telling you, ain't it? Don't do that again. Let that be a very strong warning to you. I've seen you shouting at loads of women and children then. Ain't acceptable, mate. These idiots here should be sorting it out, but they ain't here.
This is our first look at the individual at the center of the situation. He appears to be under the influence, speaking loudly and acting aggressively, creating a level of disruption that is clearly audible to people nearby. From a legal standpoint, this can already fall under Section 5 of the Public Order Act 1986. The law does not require physical violence or damage to property, only behavior that is likely to cause alarm, harassment, or distress. In this case, that threshold appears to have been met before any further escalation takes place. It presents a clear example of disorderly conduct that would typically warrant attention.
I've told you now, don't let me catch you doing it again.
You can't just be doing that, can you?
I know you're drunk, I know you're intoxicated, yeah, but women and children are more important than you believe me. Yeah, these idiots should have been out here locking you up, putting you there for talking disorderly.
No, there's your problem.
Your taxi.
What do you mean leave him alone? He's starting on women. He's shouting at women and children, bro.
He keeps shouting at women and children in the
he's shouting at women and children. I won't leave him alone. I won't leave him alone. He's shouting at women and children. Not acceptable.
Because he's shouting at women and children in the middle of the street. If that was my kid, I'd be going mental.
Yes, he has. He's been stood on that corner. Why? Because he's shouting at women and children in the street right outside the police station and you guys ain't doing nothing about it.
We just got here, he's standing alone.
Well, you're just questioning me whether I'm telling you that. Why would I stand here and tell you that's what he's doing? Of course I haven't called the police. I've tried giving him a friendly warning to be on his way. And then he's shouting at women and children, calling them bitches. I've got children, mate. I don't know about you, but if that was my missus or my kids and he was doing that, getting in their face, calling them a bitch, there's women that have just walked past quite scared of him, right outside the police station. What are you doing about it? So now you're asking me why am I filming it? I'm filming it because you like doing your job, even though it's outside the police station.
For about 20 minutes, half an hour doing it.
He's always there.
I'm dealing with used to filming us, can I?
What do I want you to do? What would you do if I was intoxicated?
Drive out.
Yeah, because I didn't know anything.
What would you do if I was intoxicated in the street? Abusing.
The auditors then raise a question that many viewers are likely thinking. If an ordinary person were drunk in public, shouting at strangers, how quickly would officers intervene? In most cases, the response would be immediate. So the question becomes, why the delay here? Why does there appear to be a different standard being applied? This is especially notable given that it is happening just a short distance from a major police station. At that point, it's not a question of resources or availability, but of decision-making and enforcement. When action feels selective rather than consistent, it raises wider concerns about fairness and can ultimately undermine public confidence in how rules are applied.
Yeah, it would be a Section 5, yeah. Why are we having to do your jobs for you?
And now this guy wants to come start because he's being filmed. He's being filmed because he's just abused women and children.
We're getting officers to come to speak to you, so if you guys just calm yourself down and don't approach other people.
He's just...
Leave my brother here. They are dragging on him to go to CCTV, take it to the court.
What?
Leave the man alone.
No, he's starting on women and children. He's been shouting at women. Yes. Take your friend. Is he your friend? Is he your friend?
I don't care.
Is he your friend?
Ganging up on him.
Not ganging. He's been women and children. He's starting on women and children. We do care. We ain't having this here. It's not happening. It's not happening. I ain't going to stand by and allow you to abuse women and children. Are you mad? Are you mad? Are you off your head? Are you crazy?
Excuse me.
Are you crazy?
Get out the road first of all. Just get out the road.
You're crazy. Is that the way you speak to women and children? Is that the way you speak to women and children? Huh? Is that the way you speak to women and children? Big man.
You guys obviously aren't.
Big man.
Are you going to talk to me or are you going to keep shouting in the street? You guys aren't.
Are you not going to deal with the people that are the actual issue?
You guys obviously aren't from around here, are you?
Yes, I'm from around here.
I've never seen you in this area before.
Coming out to speak.
So because you've never seen me here, it means I'm not from here.
I'm going to say this, you would understand the local people in the area, but you obviously don't.
What are you on about? I'm from here.
Okay.
I live here.
Well, that gentleman obviously knows who he is.
Right.
When the auditors press further and ask directly why the individual allegedly harassing women and children is not being dealt with, the officer's response is striking. He states, "Because we're dealing with you." That reply comes across as more than just dismissive. It redirects attention away from the issue at hand. Instead of immediately addressing the reported behavior, the focus shifts toward the auditor, whose only involvement is filming and asking questions. This creates a troubling impression that scrutiny itself is being treated as the primary concern, while the alleged public disturbance is not given equal urgency. It raises important questions about how priorities are being managed in the moment.
But you haven't got to deal with me. I'm doing illegal activity. They're not.
You're not.
I'm not doing illegal activity.
Shouting at a man there and wanting to get into a fight with him is not illegal activity.
What? Oh my God! Are you sure? Are you sure you want to go with that? Is that what you're going to try and say?
Go with what?
You want to say that I'm trying to start on people? Trying to cause a fight? Is that what you want to say? Is that what you want to say? This camera's got 15, 16, maybe 17 minutes of footage that proves otherwise. But you're just going to jump to you're just going to jump to assumptions rather than deal with a public order offence.
Public order offence. You shouting.
No, it isn't. I haven't cussed. I haven't cussed. I haven't used any profanities like he has.
The conversation's over.
Because you can't be asked to do your job.
Okay.
What's your collar number?
If you've got any problems,
What's your collar number?
If you've got any problems,
What's your collar number?
Please identify yourself.
What's your collar number?
Why do I need to identify myself?
Because you just engaged with a member of the public as a copper. No, you engaged with me.
Immediately after addressing the situation, the officer refuses to provide identification. No name, no collar number, no clear details at all. This goes beyond poor communication. It raises concerns around accountability. Guidance and professional standards require officers, when reasonably requested, to identify themselves during public interactions. Failing to do so undermines transparency and makes it more difficult for members of the public to understand who they are dealing with. In situations where recording is already taking place, that lack of identification can understandably be seen as an attempt to avoid proper scrutiny.
No.
So I've just explained to your friend, I'm PC26642.
Thank you very much for being professional. See, that's how it's done, mate. That's how it's done. Identify yourself. Identify. Identify who you are. Or don't engage with me. I will not engage with you again. Move on. Are you going to identify? Oh, Sergeant, hopefully he's got a bit more brains than a lot of you.
That's all right. No, not at all, really. Come and speak to me. What's happening?
Quite riled up, mate.
You guys
Quite riled up.
Guys, thank you. You're right.
No, I'm quite riled up, to be honest.
Okay, what's the matter?
To be into de-escalate situations, these idiots have just come out and escalated a situation. You got him there, intoxicated, abusing at women and children in the street, calling mothers bitches. They're very scared while walking past. I've just tried to address the issue, and apparently I'm the problem. And then a black male has just approached me, saying that we're starting on him, when I've tried to explain to him, no, he's shouting and abusing women, and apparently this is now acceptable in the streets of Birmingham. Apparently this is the way we live now, is it?
If that's not a public order, what is it?
Is that the way we live?
I mean, he's not doing anything now. Have you?
Excuse me, I've got 20 minutes of footage.
Do you want to show me the footage?
Well, I'm rolling the footage now.
Okay, so I've got no evidence of anything.
You've got CCTV all outside your building.
He's been here for about...
All outside your building.
Believe it or not, I don't have access to the CCTV cameras. It also doesn't pick up audio, does it?
Here, sir. Was I bullying you? Was I trying to have a fight with you? Sir, was I trying to have a fight with you, or was I trying to help you and get you up the road? I was trying to help you, right? And then you're shouting and abusing. Listen, you're shouting and abusing women in the street with children. Hey, see, you're not actually going to deal with the issue. You're just going to move him on.
You've got an officer here dealing with you. I'm not
He's been shouting at women and children in the street, right on the corner here. Okay, calling them bitches. Women have walked past scared. Children have walked past scared.
I'll speak to him.
Okay. Now, when I've tried to address the issue with your colleagues, or actually the people underneath you, Sergeant, they don't want to do anything about it. And apparently I'm the issue for filming this man committing an offence.
Let me speak to him. Just come out.
Bro, I don't want to get you into trouble. I just want you to leave women and children alone and go home. Go home. Go home. I don't want you to get in any trouble.
Are the people who were shouting at still there, do you know?
They're all walking past. People are walking past.
Do you want to come with me and just see if there are any...
Then comes the next step. The officer suggests, almost casually, "Do you want to come with me and see if any of them are around?" referring to the women and children who were reportedly being harassed. However, by this stage, those individuals have already left the area. As a result, the offer comes across less as a genuine attempt to address the incident and more as a way to delay or shift focus away from immediate action. It feels like a token gesture that does little to resolve the situation at hand.
Him just be moved on and dispersed from the area that he's in.
Well, we can do that.
Yes, exactly. I was about to say, I had a dispersal order put on me for filming in the middle of Birmingham, right, which I thought was out of order, and I never contested it. I think I could have. So if it can be done, I think with something like that, that would be the best solution.
But you've reported something to me, so I've got to review that.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm just letting you know that, like, if it can just be dealt with him just being dispersed today, fantastic.
That will be almost, depending on what my colleague says, that will almost certainly be what happens today.
Sweet.
In case whether we take any further action. Yeah.
And here a pattern starts to emerge: delay, dismissal, and deflection. Instead of directly addressing the reported harassment, the response appears focused on avoiding immediate action and redirecting attention elsewhere. That approach can weaken confidence not only in individual officers, but in the broader principle of accountability. Because if accountability cannot be consistently demonstrated in situations right outside a police station, it naturally raises wider concerns about public trust and enforcement standards. What has been observed here is not necessarily an isolated moment, but part of a broader concern about how quickly authority is asserted in some situations, while response to reported incidents is perceived as less immediate in others. Ultimately, this raises a serious question about consistency and responsibility in policing and why it matters in everyday public interactions.